You may not hear it often enough. You may not see it when you look in the mirror. But today, I want to tell you something important. Being a good-looking older woman isn't about having perfect skin or a tiny waist. It's about presence, confidence, kindness, and the kind of beauty that only comes with old age and wisdom. Too many senior women have been made to feel invisible after a certain age. Society tells us that beauty is for the young, but that couldn't be further from the truth. So today we're going to talk about 7 clear signs that you are a beautiful older woman, even if you don't realize it yet. If you're over 60, over 70, or even over 80, this video is for you. Because beauty doesn't fade with age, it evolves. Sign number 1, you carry yourself with confidence. Confidence doesn't come overnight. It's something that's earned through experience, through overcoming hardship, and through learning to trust yourself over time. And for many senior women, that quiet confidence becomes one of their most powerful and beautiful qualities. In old age, beauty isn't measured by smooth skin or perfect posture. It's reflected in how you carry yourself through the world. It's in the way you hold your head high, the way you enter a room without apology, the way you speak with clarity and purpose. People are naturally drawn to older women who move with certainty. It's not about being the loudest or the boldest. It's about having nothing left to prove. You've lived enough life to know that validation doesn't come from others. It comes from within. That deep self-assurance can't be faked, and it can't be ignored. When you walk into a room with calm composure, people notice, even if they don't say it out loud. They notice the way you listen without needing to interrupt, the way you speak only when you have something worth saying, and the way you're fully at ease in your own skin. Your body may have changed. Your hair may be gray and your steps may be slower, but your energy, your presence, that's stronger than ever. Thriving elders who carry themselves with grace remind the world that aging is not a decline. It's a return to essence. The noise falls away. The pressure to impress disappears. And what's left is someone who is fully themselves. That is breathtaking. When you exude confidence, you tell the world, I've lived, I've loved, I've lost, and I've grown. That level of inner peace and strength is far more beautiful than anything you'll find on the cover of a magazine. Sign number 2, you have a spark that's impossible to fake. There's something about a woman in her senior years who still laughs with her whole heart, who lights up when she talks about something she loves, who carries joy like it's stitched into her soul. That is beauty at its finest. This spark isn't about being the life of the party or putting on a show. It's deeper than that. It's a quiet, steady glow that says, I've seen enough to know what matters, and I choose to live with joy. That kind of inner light can't be bought, and it certainly can't be forced. It comes from years of choosing to find the silver lining, from picking yourself up after heartbreak, and from appreciating the small moments that others take for granted. If people are drawn to you, if they feel at ease in your company, if they tell you that you have good energy, it's because your spirit is still alive and vibrant. And in old age, that is rare and radiant. You may not wear flashy clothes or loud colors, but your presence speaks volumes. Your spark is a reflection of all the things you've carried and all the things you've released. It's what happens when a senior woman stops chasing approval and starts embracing authenticity. That light in your eyes, that softness in your smile, that warmth in your laugh, it's what people remember. It's what makes them want to be near you. And it's what makes you so uniquely, undeniably beautiful. Thriving elders often shine the brightest because their beauty isn't tied to youth. It's tied to the richness of a life well lived. That spark is proof that you're not just existing in your senior years. You're still living, still giving, still glowing. And that kind of spark, it never fades. It just grows warmer, more refined, and more unforgettable. Sign number 3. People respect your presence, even if they don't say it. There's a quiet power in the way a senior woman enters a room without needing to announce herself, yet everyone senses her presence. You may not hear the compliments out loud, but the respect is there. It's in the way people pause when you speak, how they make space for you, how they lean in to listen when you share a thought. This isn't the kind of attention that comes from flashy outfits or dramatic entrances. No, this is the kind of presence that's earned through a life of experience, endurance, and quiet strength. It's the result of showing up again and again for your family, for your community, for yourself, through joy, through pain, through everything life has thrown your way. Elderly women who command that kind of respect often don't even realize it. They've become so used to being strong, so used to carrying others, that they don't notice how others look to them for stability and wisdom. But if you've ever been told, "I feel so calm around you," or "you give the best advice," that's not by accident. That's beauty in old age. It's the kind of beauty that can't be painted on or styled into place. It comes from living with integrity, from speaking with intention, from being fully present. Your presence is a kind of anchor for the people around you. In a world full of noise, you offer quiet certainty. In a room full of distractions, you are a steady light. And people remember that. They may not always say it, but they feel it. So if you've ever wondered whether people see you, they do. Thriving elders don't chase the spotlight, they naturally draw it. Because real presence doesn't need permission to be felt. Sign number 4. You know how to dress for yourself, not for trends. There's something incredibly stylish about a woman who dresses for herself. Not for others, not for the times, but for how she wants to feel. In your younger years, maybe you dressed to turn heads or to keep up with changing styles. But now in your senior years, fashion becomes something else entirely. A quiet form of self-expression. You know what you like. You know what feels good on your skin. What colors light up your complexion. What textures bring you comfort. And most importantly, you've let go of the idea that beauty means looking younger. Instead, your style says, "This is who I am, and I wear it proudly." Older women who dress authentically, with care and personality, radiate a kind of elegance that no trend can replicate. You're not trying to fit into anyone else's definition of beauty. You've defined it for yourself. That might mean a bold necklace you've had for 30 years, a cozy sweater that's seen every season, a color you love that others wouldn't dare wear. And that's the magic. It's not about impressing. It's about expressing. In old age, fashion isn't about rules anymore. It's about freedom. And when you step out the door feeling good in your skin and in your clothes, people notice. They may not comment on your outfit, but they'll remember how you carried yourself in it. Younger generations are still figuring out how to dress with confidence. You've already mastered the art of dressing with dignity. And that's what makes your style so striking. So the next time you get dressed, remember, you're not just choosing what to wear, you're choosing how to show up. And every time you do that with authenticity, you remind the world that beauty doesn't fade with age, it sharpens. Because thriving elders don't dress to impress, they dress to express, and they do it beautifully. Sign number 5. You have a warmth that makes people feel safe. Some women light up a room with glamour. Others do it with kindness. If people feel at ease around you, open up to you, or just want to linger in your presence a little longer, that's not an accident. It's a reflection of your warmth. And in old age, warmth is one of the most magnetic and beautiful qualities a senior woman can carry. You've lived through decades of real life. You've known joy, sorrow, fear, and hope. You've held others through their pain. You've been the one who listened, who comforted, who understood when no one else could. That kind of emotional wisdom can't be taught. It's earned. It shows in your eyes when you look at someone with compassion. It's in the way your voice softens when someone needs reassurance. It's in your ability to say just the right thing, or nothing at all, because you know that sometimes presence speaks louder than words. Elderly women who possess this kind of warmth often attract others without even trying. Young people may come to you for advice. Friends may seek your company when they're struggling. Strangers may start conversations in the grocery store, sensing your kindness before you've even spoken. And this is important to understand. That energy is beauty. Not the beauty of perfection, but the beauty of peace. The kind that makes others feel grounded just by being near you. You don't need to be the loudest voice or the center of attention. Your beauty is in your calm, your patience, your listening ear, your loving heart. Thriving elders who carry warmth in their presence don't just look beautiful. They create beauty around them. And that impact? It lasts far longer than any physical trait ever could. You've become the kind of woman who reminds the world that kindness, empathy, and understanding are what truly make someone beautiful. That's not just lovely, that's legacy. Sign number 6. You've let go of the need to compete. There's a quiet revolution that happens in old age. A moment when you finally realize you have nothing left to prove. You stop measuring your worth by comparisons. Stop worrying about who's thinner, younger, trendier, or more admired. You look in the mirror and think, I'm enough, exactly as I am. That shift from comparison to contentment is one of the clearest signs of a truly beautiful older woman. You no longer see other women as competition. Instead, you celebrate their beauty, their achievements, their joy, because it doesn't take anything away from you. And when you can applaud others without feeling smaller, that's real strength. That's confidence. It takes time to get here. In your younger years, you might have felt the pressure to keep up, to compete, to be better in some way. But with age comes clarity. You now understand that everyone has their season, and beauty isn't a contest, it's a reflection of authenticity. Thriving elders carry themselves differently because they've done the inner work. They've made peace with their journey. They've let go of chasing approval and started embracing purpose. When you walk into a room, your presence says, I'm not here to outshine anyone. I'm here to enjoy who I've become. And that energy, that is irresistible. You don't just shine because of how you look. You shine because you've created space for others to shine too. And the world needs more of that light. You've stepped into a chapter of life where beauty no longer competes, it uplifts. And in doing so, you've become one of the rare women who radiates elegance, not just in appearance, but in how you make others feel about themselves. That's the kind of beauty that never fades. That's the kind of woman others admire, not just today, but always. Sign number 7, you've embraced the story your face tells. Every line, every wrinkle, every gray hair tells a story. They are marks of love, of laughter, of worry, of endurance. They are the signature of a life lived fully. Senior beauty is not about erasing those stories. It's about honoring them. If you've learned to look in the mirror and appreciate the face looking back at you, not despite your age but because of it, you are living proof that beauty deepens with time. A woman who carries her story with pride is far more breathtaking than one chasing youth. You've earned your beauty, and it's showing. Final thoughts. Beauty in old age is real, and it's yours. Being a good-looking older woman doesn't mean you fit a magazine mold. It means you radiate something deeper, something stronger, something earned. You are still attractive. You are still worthy of compliments, admiration, and attention. Not because of your age, but because of how you've lived through it. If you've recognized even one of these signs in yourself, then believe this. You're not just a beautiful senior woman. You're a beautiful woman. Full stop. So don't let the mirror lie to you. Don't let silence convince you that you've faded. You haven't. You're still here, still thriving. And yes, still stunning. If this message spoke to you, hit that subscribe button and join our community of wise, beautiful, and thriving elders. Because your age isn't the end of beauty. It's the beginning of a whole new kind.